Welcome back, America. You know, one of the smartest people out there, as far as I'm concerned, is Marc Thiessen, Washington Post columnist. I hope you hold on to that job as long as you can, my brother. Fox News contributor, among other things. Marc Thiessen, let's just step back and take a broad look at what's going on here. We have the Obama administration that rejected career CIA analysis of Russia's role in the campaign. We always know Russia wants to get in our campaign, Iran does. We know that. But it wasn't to the extent that it was going to affect the outcome of the election, and it certainly had absolutely nothing to do with Donald Trump. So we learned, of course, Hillary Clinton pays for this dossier. That Brennan, who's the CIA director, he knows months before that Hillary Clinton's going to do something. She wants to distract from her emails. Obama, in December, before Trump comes into office, December 2016, he literally orders his cabinet to do a reassessment. They do a reassessment within a month. They push it out there. They're lying about it. They want to impeach Trump about it. They push it into the media. The country's going through all this tumult. Is this not as close to a coup as there ever has been?
It is, and it hung over the first 2 years of the Trump presidency like this sort of Damocles. You wonder why Trump was so angry in his first 2 years in office is because they were literally trying to destroy him and drive him out and delegitimize his presidency. And you would think what I find fascinating is this Durham Annex comes out, and immediately people in the media who were pushing the Russia conspiracy theory years ago say there's nothing to see here. It's like, I'm sorry, the Mueller probe came out and showed that this was nothing more than a conspiracy theory, that the idea that Trump colluded with Russia was a lie that we were fed for 2 years. You got duped. Aren't you interested in who duped you? Aren't you interested in finding out how you embarrassed yourself on the pages of every major newspaper and every news organization in America? I would think that they would put their investigative powers behind trying to find out, well, was this in fact a Hillary Clinton plot? And who was behind it, and digging into these details. Instead, the day after it comes out, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. This is the media has learned nothing from the experience of the Mueller probe.
You know, Marc Thiessen, this raises a great point. You know, most associations or most professions, they have ethics organizations, they have professional organizations that really exist to try and oversee the conduct, to try and put out some kind of guidelines of behavior and so forth. All I see is once a year, they all get dressed up like penguins and so forth. They have a convention, they pat themselves on the back, they bring on some backbencher, pathetic comic and so forth. Why won't the media get together, especially the media corporations? This is their people, and say, we got to fix this. We got to find out a way, because we're losing subscribers, we're losing viewers, we're losing support, we're losing the country. This is our responsibility. Why won't they do that?
Well, first of all, thank God they put on their penguin suits and make fun of Trump, because that was the moment when Obama did that Donald Trump decided to run for president, and history changed because of the White House Correspondents' Dinner and the way they mocked Donald Trump. So thank God that they had that blowback. But look, here's the thing. It's not just the Russia collusion conspiracy theory. It's the cover-up of Biden's cognitive decline. There's one story after another. The cover-up of the Hunter Biden laptop. The media has lied and lied and lied to the American people over and over again, and then they wonder why their reputation is completely in the tank right now.
But what of these so-called professional organizations? They do have a guild. They have things like that. They just sit there and watch this. And you mentioned some of it. Look at the reporting right now on what's going on Gaza, how outrageous that reporting is, with phony photographs and phony statistics coming from Hamas. I want to pursue this when we come back.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.